Can this tiny drone actually replace your camera for a full YouTube video? And I don't mean just a few cinematic clips. I mean the whole thing. Talking shots, B-rolls, walking shots, even some biking shots. For a few behind the scene moments, I'm using the Osmo Pocket 3 and I will mark those clips in the corner. But apart from that, this entire video is shot with this tiny Follow Me drone and an external mic here. And just for transparency, Hover sent me the X1 Pro Max, so this drone, for a previous video, but this one is not sponsored at all. This is simply a follow-up test and idea I generally wanted to try. So the idea is simple. I'm filming this entire video using only the Hover Air X1 Pro Max. No mirrorless camera, no action cam, not even my newest toy, the Insta360 X5. Just this tiny drone and a small wireless mic here. And this right here is already the first example. I'm sitting inside the car, not even flying it, just using it as a tiny camera. I still need my phone here to frame the shot beforehand and start or stop recording, and I will sync the audio later in post. So it's definitely not the most seamless setup, but even this already shows why the idea is so interesting, I would say. Alright, let's head outside and see if this thing can actually handle a full YouTube video. So right now I'm simply holding the drone folded in my hand while walking and talking to you. And for something this small, the image quality is honestly kind of insane. It shoots in 8K HDR with a 16mm f2.8 lens, which is pretty wild for a device like this. Although okay, sensor size definitely matters here, so let's not pretend this is a full frame killer. It isn't. But still, for something this tiny, it works very well. I can also do something super simple like this, just stand here or be here in front of a bench and use this as a tripod and quickly check the framing here again with my phone. And that's basically it. No tripod, no big setup, no hassle. Just a clean, static shot in seconds. And honestly, that alone makes the drone an awesome mini tiny vlogging camera and static camera, especially when you think about the picture quality. Okay, I would say enough of these static shots. Let's unfold it and use it the way it was actually meant to be used. I would say let's try out the dolly track and do a vlog style cameraman video. Alright, this is now dolly track. Means the camera is following me in middle height and I'm recording the audio with the external microphone. So you can walk around and you have a cameraman direct in front of you. So perfect situation for solo filmmakers and vloggers. So the drone is here, you can probably hear the sound. So in post you have to sync the audio with the image and you have to get rid of the noise using a post-editing software, and I'm using, for example, the DaVinci Resolve AI voice isolation to get rid of the sounds. So this shot is really cool, and now I will get back the drone and try an even more dynamic shot and get on my bike. So the bike is ready and I'm good to go. But before we jump into dolly track again, I already checked some of the footage I shot so far. And I'm still impressed by how usable this thing can be as a versatile creator cam. That said, I also noticed pretty quickly that it's not really made for walking shots. You can improve some of it in post, but this is still a drone and the gimbal just isn't built for that constant up and downwards movement. Static shots works fine, and even holding it in your hand like I did in the car works surprisingly well. Alright, let's bring the bike into this challenge. I'm keeping it nice and casual here. No crazy speed, no aggressive moves. I will just ride at a relaxed pace and letting the drone do a clean dolly track shot so it stays in front of me and keeps me in frame. And compared to the normal cycling follow mode, this gives the shot a much more vlog style look, I would say. So let's go. Okay, and this is now the dolly track mode on the bike. So I think you can see me and I can still vlog and talk to you, and I think this is a very dynamic shot in comparison to the walking or static shot. And it's a cool opportunity to also get some vlogs on the bike, but just be careful if there are any persons around you. But also this drone has obstacle avoidance in the back, so there is a camera. You shouldn't have any issues with that. The camera is also flying in different directions, so I think the shots will look awesome. So let's get a bit more speed. And then I would say this test was also very successful. And by now, you've probably already noticed that this isn't just useful for simple talking shots or setups. It can create some really nice B-roll too. Even those car scenes you just saw were all shot with the drone. And that's what makes it so interesting. Sometimes I'm not even flying it, just using it for slow, simple shots that add a bit more atmosphere. But of course, the built-in auto intelligent flight modes are where it can give you an angle that would be much harder or even impossible to get with a normal camera. So yeah, let's put some of those intelligence flight modes to work. Okay, the drone is now flying and does a zoom out 15 meters. Right, the drone is adjusting and is doing now a 10-meter spiral. So, hello little buddy. And it keeps me in frame. And I think this is a really cool shot because I like those dynamic shots. And you can still continue vlogging because you're using this external microphone again, and that's quite simple. And now it does a 15-meter bird's eye shot. So I can also sit down and just wait until the drone did its thing. So you will get unique perspectives also that way. Okay, this is also really cool. So now the drone does a 360-degree fast spin and it just rotates here, and I can go and it just records this scenery. So this is also very unique, and yeah, that's also really cool. So after filming an entire video like this, can the Hover Air X1 Pro Max actually replace your camera? Not fully, but that's not really the point. What makes it so interesting is how small and easy it is to use when you're filming on your own. With dolly track and the built-in intelligence flight mode, it can get you shots that would be hard or even impossible to capture alone with a normal camera. It's not perfect though. Framing can be tricky, and using an external mic means a bit more work in post. But as a small creative tool for solo filming, it actually makes a lot of sense. If you're into real-world tests and creative solo filming setups like this, subscribe for more. Stay healthy, take care, and I will see you in the next one.